Libra, what's up, y'all? How y'all doing? What is good with you? Time for your weekly check-in. We about to see what's going on with you guys for the 5th and final week of October 2025. So, if any of you are in need of a personal reading, if you want, you can just go straight to my website, tarotwithrich.com. I do have a link for that right down here in the description of this video. And I want to give another quick, friendly reminder to everyone that I am not active on TikTok or Twitter at all, okay? I do have accounts on those platforms. I just don't use them. I'm completely inactive. I just don't like those platforms. Tried them. It just wasn't my thing, so I just don't use them. So that is not me messaging or following people over there, okay? I am not going to reach out to anyone on any platform for any reason. You'd be lucky to get me to respond to a fucking inbox, okay? So if you get an inbox message that has my face but does not sound like anything I would say, block and report those pathetic losers, please. All right, let's jump on into this. Let's see how the energy's looking between Libra and the person they dealing with. Let's see. How's it looking? How's it looking? Libra and the person they're dealing with. 5th week of October. Ooh, Queen of Pentacles. Kind of looking like you're really getting your priorities in order. Putting your head on straight. Not really letting this situation get the best of you. Maybe you did. You know, I don't know, but I don't know. Right now, it's looking like you're maintaining a pretty level head about this. Moon reversed. Hierophant reversed. 7 of Swords reversed. Ooh, 8 of Wands reversed. God damn, dog. Okay. Wow. Well, I mean, one card that's been coming out for everybody for this week is the Hangman. I don't know why this card keeps coming out for everybody. But, I don't know, are you maybe finding out? It almost kind of feels like you're finding something out about this person. It's almost what that feels like. Hang on a second, y'all. Let me get this little smudge off the lens. There we go. That shit drives me nuts, man. Nothing drives me crazier than a dirty-ass camera lens, you know? Can't stand it when people do videos with their lens all smudgy and dirty and shit. Anyway, so it almost kind of feels to me like you're finding something out about this person. You know? I don't know if you're finding something out or if now you've just been able to take the time to sit and think and let the dust settle and you're starting to realize, you're starting to come to your senses, you're starting to see things as they are. But I don't know, this just kind of feels like a period of realization and transformation for whatever reason. I don't know why. I'm feeling like some of you, though, are finding something out about this person. You know? Something that's really exposing their true colors. But for whatever reason, man, for whatever reason, it just really feels like you're moving on from this, but you're cool with it. You're okay with it. Okay. That's kind of weird. I'm not really seeing, I mean, there's either no communication or blocked communication. I'm not really seeing anyone doing anything to work around any blocks in communication. But like I said, I think you're cool with it. Now, for some of you, you might end up running into this person very briefly. There might end up being a brief encounter with this person that just really lets you see them for who they are. I don't know. I think it's so scattered depending on who you are and as to how this goes down. All right, well, whatever. Let's see what their energies, feelings, and intentions are. What are their truest, deepest feelings, energies, and intentions? Two more shuffles. Page of Cups. All right. So, I mean, I do think they have feelings for you. I think so. But, I mean, I think this person has the emotional maturity of a high school kid, you know? And that's being generous. Because the pages in the tarot are not the adolescents. They're the children. So when I say that, we do have a Knight of Wands down here. But we got 2 pages in this spread. The pages are the children of the tarot. So when I say they have the emotional maturity of a high school kid, I'm being generous. Very generous. If you dealt with somebody that had an addiction issue, if you're curious, no, they're not clean. And yeah, they have feelings for you, but I'm not really convinced that this person knows the difference between love and a sexual attraction or a sexual attachment. You know? I don't know if they know the difference there. And you know, I'm kind of learning that I think there's a lot of people that don't really know the difference. Do you know how many readings I've done over the past few months where a grown-ass adult will come to me and talk about somebody they can't get off their mind? And really, their biggest case was that it was the best sex they ever had. Really? That's it? Nothing more than that? Best sex I ever had. Not that that's a bad thing. I'm not saying there's something wrong with that. But if that's all you had to say about somebody, you didn't connect with them at a very deep level at all. At all. There's not much of a connection when the only thing connected is your lower chakras. It's not much of a connection. Anyway, though, yeah, I don't really think this person has any faith that the two of you would ever be able to have something successful. You intimidate them, but I don't think you are doing something to make them feel intimidated. I think they feel intimidated because they themselves have low self-confidence, little to no self-esteem, you know. So, yeah. I mean, basically, when it all comes down to it, with the Fool card and the Devil card, they ain't changed a damn bit. They probably ain't even changed their goddamn underwear. They still got skid marks from the pandemic. Let's get some advice. What's the advice? What advice do we have? Woo, karmic wheel in the upright, dude. So some of you are going to close out this karmic cycle. Others of you are going to repeat it. And when it all comes down to it, there's not really a lot that I can tell you. I tell personal clients this all the time. When the universe puts a test in front of you, At the end of the day, if you did not learn your lesson, it doesn't matter what I tell you, you're not going to pass that test. On the other side of that coin, if you did learn your lesson, I don't need to tell you shit. You're going to pass that test with flying colors. So just know that if you are thinking about giving this another go, they haven't changed. That's all I'm going to tell you. They have not changed. So sometimes a repeat cycle is necessary. Sometimes. I'm not saying keep looping around on repeat for fucking 5, 6, 7 years. But repeating a cycle once or twice can be very beneficial. As long as you're learning from it and you're integrating and applying the wisdom that you're gaining and what you're learning, it can be very beneficial. So those of you who are really starting to see, you know, this person for who they really are and seeing their true colors, that's a good thing. If you're looking for reassurance that moving on from this is the best bet, you got the green light on that. All right. Singles and your love interest. Whoop. Singles and your love interest. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Ooh, 3 of Wands reverse. Getting a little bit tired of waiting on this, huh? 3 shuffles. 1, 2, and 3. Four of Swords reverse, 10 of Wands, man. Okay. Honestly, ooh. I'm kind of feeling like there's another offer or opportunity coming from somewhere else. And you may not know what to do when it comes to this situation. Not really seeing a lot of forward movement. And it's weighing on you very heavily. Getting tired of waiting. Starting to feel like you're wasting your time. I would probably go as far as to say that you're starting to feel a little bit bitter, angry, annoyed, and pissed off. Okay? I think both of you honestly got your guards up. But it feels like there's some other offer, option, or opportunity available. And you just don't really know what to do. So things are kind of stuck at a standstill here. Some of y'all dealing with an Aries. Who else do I got here? Is that it? Aries? That's the only major arcana I have on the table. Okay. Could be anybody, though. That's just an energy. Well, let's see how they feel about you, then. How this person feel about Libra? Hangman reversed. Two of Swords, 2 of Wands, man. So I definitely think that they want a sex-based connection with you. But other than that, I'm not really convinced that they really know what they want either. Honestly, it's getting to a point where I don't really think either of you know exactly what to do or what you want. You know? I think they do have their options open. No, they don't know who they want to be with. And it's getting to a point where you don't know who you want to be with either. And when energy like that lingers too long, it just starts weighing you down. Weighing you down and holding you back. So, okay. Some of you dealing with a Capricorn also has Scorpio. And that's it. Okay. Well, let's just get the advice. Don't need a tarot card to tell you where that's headed. You ain't got to be a goddamn rocket scientist to figure that out. You don't even need to be a damn birdcage scientist to figure out where that's going. So let's get some advice. I tell you what, pay attention to the energy and pay attention to what the universe is telling you. If you know one thing that would eliminate 80 to 90% of our problems as humans, and it would put me out of a job, is if we could all wake up and understand how to be able to determine when the universe is telling you no. That's one thing. I don't remember what sign I was telling this to earlier, but there's this really annoying phrase that I hear people use all the time. I met the right person at the wrong time. God damn it, that pisses me off when I hear that. How stupid do you think the universe is? You think the universe is that dumb? That's one of the most arrogant fucking things you can say. If the timing is off, that's the universe saying no. Just because you want this really, really, really bad doesn't mean it's the right person. When the universe doesn't want you taking a specific path, you ain't gonna take it. Every now and then, just kind of like, how sometimes parents will kind of just step back and let the kid learn their lesson, depending. Not going to let you put your life in danger, but okay, well, I kept telling you and telling you and telling you and telling you not to touch the cactus. You know what? Fuck it. Let's let little dude touch it. He keeps going after it and going after it and going after it. Touch that damn thing. Go ahead, touch the cactus. Go ahead. Sometimes you got to let them learn. Sometimes the universe will do that. It'll let you learn after it's told you and told you and told you and told you. Okay, let me fuck around and just let you see for yourself. And you kick that door open after the universe slams it shut in your face. You gonna learn today. Oh, you gonna learn today. So when the universe is not allowing one thing to happen, but it opens up another door of opportunity, you don't need to come ask me which one to take. If this is fighting against you and this is not, that's the universe saying, go this way. Time to boot, scoot, and boogie on out of there. Especially those of you who have been dealing with this person for some fucking months. That's ridiculous. I know that's not all of you, but I know it's quite a few of you. Been dealing with a love interest for months. Why on earth would you have to deal with somebody for months? Think about that. Think about that. Why would the talking phase or the casual dating phase stretch on for 3-6 months? Or I've seen some of them come across my desk a year and a half, 2 years. Why? Because they don't really want to be with you for real. If they really, really, really wanted to be with you, they ain't gonna make you wait. All right? Let them do whatever they want, and then they'll show you what they want. When they show you what they want, believe it and respond accordingly. All right? Erky derky, I feel like those were the messages that my Libra family needed to hear. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Thanks again for tuning in and playing along. Don't forget, information for personal readings is all down here in the description. All right? I'm out of here now, y'all. I will see you sometime between now and the rest of all eternity.